As we look ahead to 2026, one thing is clear. The telecom industry is moving from automation to autonomy. AI is no longer just helping operators analyze networks. It's starting to decide, act, and learn. And that shift has very real implications for how CSPs modernize their OSS environments. Today, I want to share 3 technology predictions that I believe will shape network operators over the next year. My first prediction: accurate OSS data becomes non-negotiable. CSPs will push harder than ever to fix the quality of their OSS network and service data because agentic AI simply cannot function without it. Agentic AI doesn't just analyze snapshots or dashboards. It continuously builds and updates an internal digital twin of the network, including network and service topology, service dependencies, lifecycle states of every single resource, and the critical mapping between network infrastructure, customers, and services. If that digital twin is wrong, the consequences are damaging. AI will diagnose the wrong root cause. It could potentially optimize the wrong service. And in a closed loop environment, it may even take the wrong action automatically. That's why I believe 2026 will be the year when accurate, reconciled inventory becomes a prerequisite for AI, not just simply a side project. At Blue Planet, we often say you can't AI what you can't see. And CSPs are increasingly acting on that reality, cleaning up the data, federating silos, and establishing a single source of truth is the foundation for AI agentic operations. Prediction number 2, autonomous network use cases move from pilots to production and the continued and accelerating growth of autonomous network use cases. Let me make this prediction tangible with a simple example. Imagine a mobile network experiencing intermittent packet loss on a regional transport link. In an autonomous network scenario, the telemetry would be streaming into the OSS. Think about KPIs, alarms, logs, performance data. The AI would then correlate symptoms across the RAN, the transport, and the core domains. The root cause is identified, that being fiber degradation. From there, the OSS doesn't alert an operator, it acts automatically. It reroutes the impacted traffic. It adjusts quality of service policies to protect critical services. It opens a trouble ticket for the physical repair. And finally, it verifies SLA recovery and closes the loop. In the meantime, there's no swivel chair operations. There's no manual handoffs. There's no waiting for any humans to connect the dots. The OSS observes, it decides, it acts, and it learns continuously. So in 2026, I expect these use cases to move beyond isolated pilots and become standard operating models, especially as agentic AI frameworks mature and CSP confidence grows. Prediction number 3, legacy OSS decommissioning finally accelerates. My final prediction is a tough one, but an inevitable one. CSPs will push harder to decommission legacy systems in the OSS because they are now a direct barrier to AI and autonomous operations. Believe it or not, some Tier 1 operators are still running a 30 or even 40-year-old mainframe legacy system at the core of mission-critical workflows. These platforms lack modern APIs, they rely on rigid data models, and they were never designed for real-time control, automation, or closed-loop autonomy. Those CSPs know this, who are in this predicament. They have architectural and blueprints and transformational roadmaps that show them how to get out of there. But 2026 will be when theory has to turn into execution. Why this year? because the alternative is worse. An OSS environment that simply cannot support agentic AI, regardless of how advanced the AI models themselves become. So when I look ahead at 2026, the message is clear. Autonomous networks are no longer a future concept. Agentic AI is no longer optional. And accurate, unified OSS data is no longer negotiable. At Blue Planet, we see this transitioning happening now as CSPs modernize their OSS to unlock real, measurable autonomy. The networks that win in 2026 won't just be faster or bigger. They'll be smarter, they'll be self-governing, and they'll be built to operate at machine speed. Thank you.